Haute Route is a 7-day timed event. Beautiful locations around the world, in the Alps, Dolomites, Pyrenees, Colorado.
You really don't have to think about anything other than riding your bike. And you know that you're following this procession laid down by the gods ahead of you.
Jagged vertical cliffs above you and the lush green valleys, and just made you want to get out and ride your bike. It's an unbelievable experience. You'll be amazed just how far you can push yourself.
The Haute Route has sort of built its reputation on being the highest, hardest, toughest 7-day, multi-day sportive. At the beginning you're very much like, there's so much anticipation, so much nervousness. When you're in an event like the Haute Route, it really strips back everything. It strips you back to your sort of core existence, so to speak. You find this power, you find this energy, you find this mental reserve. And I actually take it one step further, and what I learn when I'm riding an Haute Route, when I'm riding mountains back to back, day after day, I use so much of those skills that I've learned, how to overcome adversity, how to keep pushing when I think the lights are out. I use so much of that outside of an event. It's like it mentors me for the future. And then you get hard times outside of an event and you think, I can do this, because you've got the memories, you've got the mindset. It flicks an extra switch inside. And if you haven't had to flick the switch, you never do. The lights just stay out.
Everyone, no matter how good they are, will be going through their own personal demons. Realise that you're only really riding against yourself. You're only really racing yourself. It's a challenge internally. And how well you do in the rest of the field, at the end of the day, doesn't really matter. It's whether you pit yourself against an amazing event, turn up on the start line, challenge yourself and finish it with good humour. That's what the real challenge is.
So the challenge is physical, but it's also psychological. When it feels like your body's telling you to stop, you've probably got a bit more to give. Look at the next bend, focus on that, and just make sure you get there. When you get there, maybe give yourself a reward. A drink, a bit of food maybe. It's little tricks like that, little psychological tricks that can help you get through the day.
There was a female she was on the Pyrenean event, so much heart and soul into it, from the mental side as well. And she was really respecting what she was doing, and she had a really good strategy. She was just like, I'm just going to keep moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. And she said, hey, I'm not a cyclist per se. I wanted to sign up for this. I wanted to do it. She was there for the lifetime experience, and it was a real eye-opener. It was just like, and you almost sort of saying, look, if a non-cyclist per se can really apply themselves in a relatively short space of time and achieve this, a lot of it's up here. A lot of it's in the mind.
What is it that gets you through that tough moment is probably sitting back and accepting that, hey, I want to be here. This is an amazing mountain, this is an amazing road. I'm surrounded by new friends, I'm surrounded by people from all over the world. There's the finish line, and there's going to be people there waiting, clapping you over with a bit of music and a nice hotel. And that is the magic when you get through that barrier and you push yourself.
You really learn about yourself. If you've never done anything like this before, you never know. So that the bulk of the pack is really made up of riders who are like, I want this as a lifetime experience.
Is there ever a moment when you look back and it sinks in? Generally that's around about the time, a month later, when I then enter the next one next year.
Riding in the mountains is a huge challenge. No matter how fit you are, no matter how much riding you've done in your life, it will hurt. It's painful, your legs will be tired, and there's a lot of suffering involved. But that's kind of what it's all about. You'll enjoy it at the end of it. The sense of achievement is immense when you get over the top of a mountain, look at the views, and fly down the descents. It's a thrill that you can't experience anywhere else. It's incredible.